alliance that we've just broken here in India today. It's already going viral. I'm going to get that for you first, as always. The headlines at 6 p.m. Trinamool versus Congress deteriorates and goes nuclear. Mamata Banerjee mocks Rahul Gandhi personally over his meeting with BD workers in Bengal, calls it a photo op, challenges Congress to defeat BJP in Varanasi. Big showdown in Parliament over Congress MP DK Suresh's separate country remark. Union Mantris come down heavily on the Congress, seek an apology. Kharge distances the party. Champai Soren is the new Chief Minister of Jharkhand following the arrest of Hemant Soren. He's got 10 days to prove his majority, but could there be an Operation Lotus afoot? 37 JMM and Congress MLAs have taken flight to Hyderabad for the safety of a resort. Big protests and counter-protests between the Aam Aadmi Party and BJP from Punjab to Chandigarh to Delhi. After Kejriwal skips his 5th Enforcement Directorate summons, BJP hits the streets, says Kejriwal is evading investigation. Setback for the Muslim side in the Gyanvapi mosque dispute. Allahabad High Court allows puja rituals to continue in the basement of the mosque complex. Mallikarjun Kharge's remark on BJP winning over 400 seats in 2024 goes viral. BJP claims Kharge has joined the Modi fan club. Smriti Irani calls it opposition's admission of defeat.
आपका इतना बहुमत है, अब तो पहले 330, 334 की, अब ने तो 400 पार हो रहा है.
The already imploding and splintering India alliance bloc has had another big eruption, and this one hits the Congress party where it hurts. Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal and Supremo of the Trinamool Congress, has now come out all guns blazing, uncensored, unrelenting, and attacked none other than Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. Remember, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra is still currently in West Bengal, the state that Mamata Banerjee is Chief Minister of. On the back of this, the Bengal Chief Minister has called Rahul Gandhi a migratory bird, a rude way of calling him someone who just flutters in when there are elections, only indulging in photo shoots, another phrase that she used to attack Rahul Gandhi. This was in specific reference to a video of the Congress MP meeting BD workers in Bengal's Murshidabad. Mamata Banerjee has also challenged the Congress to fight against the BJP in Varanasi, declaring that the Congress would not win even 40 out of the 300 seats it fights. She has also accused the Congress of being arrogant. It is not clear just yet, even though relations between the two parties have been in a relentless free fall over the last few days. It is not known for certain what the immediate trigger has been for Mamata Banerjee's very, very violent outburst directed personally at Rahul Gandhi.
হিম্মত করে বলি, লড়তে যদি পারে বিজেপিকে কেউ, বাংলা পারে, তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস পারে, আর আমরাই পারি সমস্ত রিজিওনাল পার্টিকে ঐক্যবদ্ধ করে এক জায়গায় দাঁড়াতে। কংগ্রেস তুমি তো একা পারবে না, তুমি 40টা সিট পাবে কিনা আমরা জানি না, সারা ভারত 300টা সিট লড়ে। আজ তোমাদের এত অহংকার, এত অলংকার। আমি নাই বা কিছু চাইলাম, তাও আমি বলেছিলাম 2টো সিট তোমাদের দেবো, তোমাদের জিতিয়েও দেবো। বললো হবে না। আমি বললাম কটা চাই? 42টা। আচ্ছা 42টাই নিয়ে নাও। রিজেক্টেড। তারপর থেকে আমার সাথে আর কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই, কথাও হয়নি।
And I want to get a comment in from the Congress party. Pradeep Bhattacharya, Congress MP, is with me live for more on this. Mr. Bhattacharya, how would you react to the words used by Mamata Banerjee to attack Rahul Gandhi, sir? She's called him her migratory bird. She says that he is here for a photo shoot. A person who cannot go to a chai shop is sitting with BD workers. What is your reply, sir?
My reply is very simple. We have been knowing it very clearly, not now, for a long, long time, that she is very jealous. She practically afraid of seeing the huge crowd who were standing on the road just to see Rahul Gandhi and to give him the warm ovation. She thought it very clearly that she is only the popular lady and the political leader in West Bengal. But now it has been proved she has been challenged and challenged brutally. And it has been proved this clearly that Rahul Gandhi's popularity is much more higher than anybody else in India. That's why she is so much jealous. And she said that in Piri Mozdu he has gone there. That is nothing photo shoot. That is not a photo shoot. Rahul Gandhi is always has a habit of going to the common people and have a talk with them. In the fishermen, he had a talk with the workers.
Pradipta, what was the immediate trigger for this? You know, we understand that there is hostility between the two parties. We understand that. But over the last few days, there has been quite a bit of restraint being shown, including by the PCC chief, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. There has been restraint. What is the immediate trigger?
Let me explain you very simple way. In West Bengal, you could not see such a huge corruption, unlimited corruption ever. So everybody will criticize it. Even you will be surprised to know the Trinamool leaders, when they were talking to us, they criticized this thing vehemently, and they said that is unfortunate that corruption has gone in deep-rooted. So Mamata Banerjee failed to stop that corruption. So when we will criticize this thing, he's annoyed. What we can do? We have nothing to do with it. We shall have to oppose this thing.
So what is the next step, sir? Is this a point of no return? Is there no possibility of any kind of peace now?
I don't know, because you can recall this thing when Pranab Mukherjee's name came as the President of India, his name. The Mamata Banerjee first, she opposed this thing, but lastly she said that no, I will support Pranab Mukherjee. So she can change her mind any day, any moment, any second. So you would not be surprised to know what she will do tomorrow.
But what happens to
moment?
Pradipda, what happens to the India alliance, sir? Abhi Congress and Trinamool are two big parts of the India alliance.
I tell you very frankly, at this moment there is no chance to have any adjustment at this moment. But tomorrow what will do, I do not know.
Okay. Pradeep Bhattacharya, thank you for taking my questions and speaking to us here on India Today. Pradeep Bhattacharya, Congress MP, says he doesn't see a way out of this. It's the end of the road. What happens tomorrow will need to be seen. But he says Mamata Banerjee is jealous. Very big counterattack by the Congress party, and that wasn't just a spokesperson, that was a Congress member of parliament like Rahul Gandhi saying that Mamata Banerjee is saying these things. She's attacking Rahul Gandhi, mocking Rahul Gandhi because she's jealous after she's seen the crowds that have been emerging to welcome and listen to Rahul Gandhi at his various stops along the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. I want to bring in Anirban Roy, my colleague from Kolkata, in on this as well. Anirban, you've just heard Pradeep Datta of the Congress party saying Mamata Banerjee is jealous. Now, we do know that the state unit of the Congress has a very different relationship with Mamata, compared to the so-called High Command and Rahul Gandhi. And that is where all this trouble has actually started. But I am still going to try and ask, what has triggered Mamata Banerjee this time? Was it really, the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra itself? Did someone from the Congress in Bengal say something that she heard that has made her, take things to the next level in this manner? Anirban?
We'll see, Shiv, that today Mamata Banerjee is considering one dharna manch over in the Red Road of Kolkata. As already it is expected that today is the last day of Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra in West Bengal, and after that there is a jibe between Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary as well as with CM Mamata Banerjee, with Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee, and both of them has had a jibe over the period of time. And after that we have seen that many things Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said against Mamata Banerjee, as well as Mamata Banerjee also mocks. Literally today Mamata Banerjee has mocked Rahul Gandhi regarding the photo shoot, like he is having photo shoot with the Biri Walas, and also she also said that go and win in Varanasi, go and win in Allahabad, go and win in Rajasthan, go and win in UP, where you have no seats, where you have no power over there. So why in Bengal, and considering Bengal as a state that you can win? So Mamata Banerjee has taken a dig on Congress party.
I want to try and understand this a little better. Anirban, yes, you put that into context for us. Let me bring in India Today's Rajdeep Sardesai and Preeti in on this. Rajdeep, there was some shadow boxing going on, up until this time. There were some conciliatory words being spoken from the Congress's side, which makes it difficult to understand what has triggered this particular outburst. And this is Mamata Banerjee pulling out the big guns. Let's make no mistake. This is, there's no explaining away these words. Go fight in Varanasi. Let's see if you can win. You are a migratory bird. This is a photo op. This is typical Mamata, angry Mamata.
Well, I think this has been brewing for a while, Shiv. It's not as if this happened overnight. The gloves are off. If you look at Mamata Banerjee's statements over the last few weeks, she's been very critical of the way the Congress has been dealing with the India Alliance and indeed Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. So I'm not surprised at all. Yes, the personal attack suggests that what she was saying apparently privately has now gone public. She feels that the Congress had no reason to enter Bengal with its Yatra in the belief that she is the dominant leader of the India Alliance. If at all the Congress had to come, they should have coordinated with her. So Mamata Banerjee has been waiting for an opportunity to get at the Congress. There has been a lot of course, bad blood in Bengal that stretches back several years. The belief that Rahul Gandhi, both in 2016 and 2021, tied up with the left and took on Mamata Banerjee, something she's never really forgiven him for. She's had an equation with Sonia Gandhi, but no equation at all really with Rahul Gandhi. And I think some of those fault lines and the past scars have come back to haunt this relationship. And that's why Mamata has chosen this moment, at a moment when post the assembly election results, the India Alliance is really going nowhere. And the Congress also has been struggling to capture any kind of momentum. So Mamata is striking at a time when she believes that the Congress is weak and cannot really hit back in any real meaningful manner, at least in Bengal.
What does this do, Rajdeep, for the India Alliance? I mean, functionally speaking, these are two parties that are still constituents of the India Alliance bloc, which has a certain structure, and they are two of the biggest constituents of the India Alliance. What happens to the alliance now?
Look, the alliance, as I've been saying, has been, on a slippery slope to nowhere. And this has not just happened today. It's been happening over several weeks now. I think the turning point, Shiv, for me was December 3rd, when the Congress lost the assembly election in the Hindi heartland. After that, the Congress seemed demoralized. The regional parties recognized that they felt that this India alliance was not really going to cut ice and take on Mr. Modi. And therefore, they've decided to protect their own fortresses. And any arrangement, any potential coalition will now be postponed depending on the number. So the whole momentum of the India Alliance, frankly, is well and truly gone.
One final question before I let you go and go to Preeti. Rajdeep, I know that, never say never in politics is a truism. There's always a way back, no matter how deep the lines are drawn in the sand. But, given the kind of vitriol that we've seen Mamata Banerjee express, and like you said, the gloves are off, do you see a way back from this before this election?
Look, let's also be realistic. The fact is the Congress was never going to get more than 5 or 6 seats in Bengal to fight an election. Mamata is the dominant player. At the moment, as a result of this alliance being called off, there are about another 4 or 5 seats where some damage could be caused. Beyond that, frankly, Bengal today, Shiv, is Mamata versus the BJP. The Congress is very much now a secondary player. So in that sense, I don't think it makes any difference to the electoral arithmetic. It's the perception. It's the chemistry. It's the optics that here is the India alliance imploding and thereby confirming what Mr. Modi has been saying, that this alliance was there only for convenience to take him on. And the moment the internal fissures come out into the open, the alliance looks absolutely chaotic. And I think it's the perception where the alliance will suffer as a result of this.
Rajdeep, appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us and giving us your perspective on this developing story. Preeti, I'm going to come to you in just a moment. I just wanted to play out once again for our viewers before I go to Preeti what Mamata Banerjee has just said. Just listen into what she said. We've translated it for you.
বাংলায় প্রোগ্রাম করতে এসছে আমরা নাকি ইন্ডিয়ান অ্যালায়েন্স একবার তো ইনফরমেশনটা দেবে অমুক দিন থেকে প্রোগ্রাম করতে যাচ্ছি বাংলায় এই রুট দিয়ে আর তো কিছু চাই না আমাকে কেউ তো বলেনি আমি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশনের থ্রুতে শুনেছি ডিরেক্টরকে কাউকে ফোন করে বলেছে আমাদের গাড়িটা পাস করে দাও আমাকে একবারের জন্য জানায়নি আমি জানতেই পারিনি তুমি বাংলা না বেছে ইউপি গেলে না কেন বুকের পাটা থাকতো দেখতাম ইউপিতে এলাহাবাদে গিয়ে বিজেপিকে হারিয়ে এসো এখন আবার নতুন দেখছি নতুন করে ফটোশ্যুট যারা কোনোদিন চায়ের দোকানে বসেইনি চা বানাতে জানেই না বাচ্চাদের আদর করেই নি শিশু বলতে কি বোঝেই না বিড়ি বাঁধতে জানেই না কোনোদিনও বিড়ির বদলে অন্য কিছু হয়তো খায় খেতেই পারে আমাদের গ্রামীণ লোকেরা অনেকে বিড়ি খায় এটা নিয়ে আমি বলছি না বাবা বসন্তের কোকিলরা চলে এসেছে
Preeti, Rahul Gandhi had said he has a very good personal equation with Mamata Banerjee. Jairam Ramesh repeatedly said, we can't think of the alliance without Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool. But after today, after these attacks from Mamata Banerjee, is there going to be a ferocious counterattack from the Congress party? So far, they've been holding on to their guns.
Well, I think they're going to recalibrate, Shiv, especially after this attack, because this is not on Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. This is not an attack which seems to suggest that, oh, we are losing patience, hurry up on seat sharing. This is an all-out attack on Rahul Gandhi.
Yes.
Now, this is touching the Holy Grail. Now, what will the Congress do? How will the Congress react? I'm very sure that the Congress is coming up, with a strategy because from here on, Shiv, what will happen with the India alliance is something that the Congress will need to calibrate and do it very quickly. Because with what has happened today, with Mamata Banerjee's attack on the Congress as well on Rahul Gandhi, one thing is very clear that the TMC, with at least what my sources are telling me right now, Shiv, has decided that they've lost patience. For them, they kept, every time I would, talk to some of the leaders, they, continue to say that, these were talks which started last year in June. We gave them a deadline of 31st December. We are waiting. We are being gracious. For the first time, the commentary I'm getting in, from some of the top leaders of the TMC is that Mamata Banerjee has now drawn that proverbial line in the sand. The TMC has lost patience. What will it tantamount to? I would think, number one, TMC is going to be watching Congress's reaction, but I would put my bets on one thing, Shiv, that the TMC is going to go it alone in this election in the state of West Bengal, which they've already made clear. I doubt now, especially after an attack like that you would see a Mamata Banerjee on the same stage as, say, a Rahul Gandhi or a big India Alliance rally or a big India Alliance campaign which could be stitched together. I would think Mamata Banerjee will stay put now in the state of Bengal. She will fight it out with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Many might suggest, Shiv, at this point of time, that the Congress really didn't have much, at stake in West Bengal. It was anyway a fight between Mamata Banerjee and the BJP. Correct. But the alliance has a lot to lose, and I will tell you why. Because if you do the math, Shiv, and this is pure arithmetic based on 2019, there are 6 seats directly. If the Congress and the TMC had come together, especially where the Muslim vote is concerned, they would have been able to galvanize it, and 6 seats is a long way, Shiv. When every seat will matter. The BJP won 18 the last time around. And for Mamata Banerjee, those 6 seats and the India Alliance would have been very important if they had fought together. So when I disagree with most people who'd suggest and say that, the India Alliance anyway really didn't have much in West Bengal. This is a big loss to the India Alliance. But moving from here on, will Mamata, what happens? Because there are seat sharing talks apparently going on as per Rahul Gandhi in Tripura, in Meghalaya, in Assam, where the left, wants to expand its the TMC wants to expand its footprint. Will those now talks also come to or not? I guess so. Mamata Banerjee, I feel the TMC from here on is going to go all in the state of West Bengal and will recalibrate post-election on where it stands.
Politics is an amazing thing, but I agree with you, Preeti. What's left to talk about after an attack of this kind? What kind of recalibration is going to happen from the Congress, which has actually been kind of nice to the Trinamool for the last few days? We'll have to really wait and see, because this one, like Preeti said, hits where it hurts. It's one thing to attack the Congress party or something nebulous, but to attack Rahul Gandhi directly is hitting the nerve center of the Congress party. Anirban and Preeti, thank you very much for being with me on this. Of course, this story is not over and we will continue to update you. You'll see Preeti on this story at 7 p.m. as well. On the other side of this very short break, I wanted to bring our viewers' attention to an important story that affects your lives. It's a big blow to India's biggest payments platform, Paytm. The Reserve Bank of India has imposed a huge slew of restrictions on India's biggest fintech and payments platform. How does it affect you? I'll be explaining on the other side.
How many seats will the BJP get if general elections are held today?
Who would you rate as India's best chief minister?
Do you support the idea of one nation, one poll?
Will the consecration of the Ram temple help the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections? All this and more in the next edition of the India Today Mood of the Nation opinion poll, exclusively on India Today TV.
देखिए संविधान के धज्जे कैसे उड़ाए जा रहे हैं। एक तरफ हमारे नीतीश कुमार जी इधर रिसिग्नेशन देते हैं, उधर वो वोट लेते हैं। तो ये क्यों नहीं हुआ? झारखंड में ये क्यों नहीं हुआ? अगर वो हो सकता है, 12 घंटे में लिस्ट होती है, 15 मिनट में उनको बुलाया जाता है, 5 मिनट में वोट लिया जाता है, 2 मिनट में दूसरा चीफ मिनिस्टर बन के उनको वोट दिया। ये शर्मनाक बात है। ये तो धज्जे उड़ाएगी। ये तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का धज्जे आप उड़ा रहे हैं।
मुझे आश्चर्य होता है कि झारखंड में इतना बड़ा कांड हो, इतना ज्यादा भ्रष्टाचार साबित हो, किस प्रकार से मुख्यमंत्री ने जमीन का घोटाला किया, इस सब के बावजूद कांग्रेस पार्टी अभी भी उन मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में उनको डिफेंड कर रही है, भ्रष्टाचार के विरोध में कोई बात नहीं कर रही है। ये पुनः स्थापित करता है कि भ्रष्टाचार कांग्रेस के डीएनए में है। कांग्रेस भ्रष्टाचार को स्वीकार करता है।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में आज 3 जज बेंच जो है बनाया था, आप देखिए कि पैसा कितना है इस व्यक्ति के पास कि मुख्यमंत्री नहीं है, लेकिन बड़े बड़े वकील जो है ये हायर कर रहा है। हाई कोर्ट में भी केस कर रहा है कि मेरी गिरफ्तारी गलत है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी आ जाएगा। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने यह माना कि जो गिरफ्तारी हुई है उनकी, उसका जो विषय है वो हाई कोर्ट का विषय है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का विषय नहीं है। और हाई कोर्ट ने इसका डेट जो है 5 तारीख को दिया हुआ है, रिमांड पर आएंगे और मुझे लगता है कि बेहतर होगा। और जो ईडी ने कार्रवाई की है, मुझे लगता है कि उसको सभी लोगों ने अप्रिशिएट किया है।
प्रतिशोध की राजनीति है, जो उत्पीड़न की राजनीति है, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री ने दिखाया है, एक चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री के खिलाफ ऐसे कार्रवाई करना, मैं समझता हूं बिल्कुल लोकतंत्र को खत्म करने वाली बात है। ये लोकतंत्र की हत्या हुई है। सभी राजनीतिक विरोधियों के खिलाफ ईडी, सीबीआई, इनकम टैक्स छोड़े जा रहे हैं।
India's omnipresent payments platform, a fintech giant that's a part of nearly everyone's life. From street vendors to glitzy malls, the familiar Paytm sign is a common sight at establishments big and small across the country. But now, Paytm has just been slapped with a slew of big restrictions. The Reserve Bank of India has barred Paytm Payments Bank from onboarding new customers and limit existing customers from sending or receiving money from their savings account after February 29. The regulatory action is a response to persistent issues identified in the bank's operations as detailed in the audit report by the central bank. After February 29, existing Paytm users will be unable to use credit, make deposits, fund transfers, UPI transactions, FASTag toll payments, bill payments and wallet usage. Paytm says that the new move by the Reserve Bank of India does not affect the existing deposits or balance that users have in their saving accounts, Paytm wallets, Paytm FASTags or mobility transit cards. Users can continue to use this balance event after February 29. Paytm Payments Bank currently hosts over 330 million wallet accounts and has 100 million monthly transacting users. It saw a nearly 20% collapse at the stock market soon as restrictions were announced. Paytm has responded assuring it will comply with RBI's demands at the earliest. With Nabila Jamal, Bureau Report, India Today.
The allegation is against the Delhi government. He is the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, the supreme leader. His colleagues are the ones who have a serious allegation of doing so he must answer it. By always looking for excuses and not joining the investigation, Mr. Kejriwal will have to answer the question, why is he doing so? Does he not want an investigation into an allegation of corruption?
Arvind Kejriwal ji, if there is nothing to hide, there is no tinka in the mooch or the chore, then why are you not presenting yourself before the ED and before the other agencies? You are the same Mr. Kejriwal who under Anna Hazare's tutelage said that first there should be resignation and then investigation. Today you refuse to cooperate with the investigation. You say that these are all politically motivated, as if doing bhrashtachar is your shishtachar, and if anybody does any kind of inquiry, you will play victimhood card. How long will you play this victimhood card?
Viewer, news broke this morning that popular model and social media influencer Poonam Pandey had died of cervical cancer. An Instagram post on social media and her official handle has now triggered a very big storm and a huge rage of questions over what happened to Poonam. Is she really dead? Where's the evidence beyond just this one mysterious social media post? And why is there absolutely no information from her family, from her friends, no possibility of tracking down a doctor or a hospital where this death is claimed to have happened? Let me just first tell you what we know so far. And we, remember, right at the outset, hope that Poonam Pandey is well. But how does one ignore an Instagram post from her official handle claiming that she is no more? The post reads, "This morning is a tough one for us. Deeply saddened to inform you that we've lost our beloved Poonam to cervical cancer. Every living form that ever came in contact with her was met with pure love and kindness. In this time of grief, we would request for privacy while we remember her fondly for all that we shared." The message was posted by Poonam Pandey's public relations manager. They claim that they spoke to the internet celebrity's sister in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, her hometown, and they told them that Poonam had indeed passed away. Her public relations team also says that the 32-year-old model was diagnosed with cervical cancer some time back. However, Friends, those who've been close to Poonam Pandey now claim that they had no information whatsoever about any cervical cancer or any health issues, and that they are wondering how this is even possible. Now take a look at this video. This video that was posted on Poonam Pandey's Instagram page just 4 days ago. The caption reads, "White and black, the yin and yang that balanced my life." This was Poonam Pandey at an event in Goa, apparently just 4 days ago. She looks like she's on a cruise. Doesn't look particularly sick or ill. That is just conjecture from our side. We cannot tell, only doctors can. But it doesn't appear to be someone who may be fighting late stage cancer, if indeed that is what has happened to her. So we are still hoping for the best for Poonam Pandey. We hope that this is all one big hoax. There are those who are speculating that this could be a publicity stunt, that Poonam Pandey has been someone who has tried to grab attention of this kind in the past. Whatever be the case, we certainly hope that Poonam Pandey is not dead, because that would make this a terrible gimmick. A source very close to Poonam Pandey has shared now that her family is missing in action. That's the update that we're getting to you right now. Not just Poonam Pandey, but her family has gone off the grid. In a conversation with India Today, a friend of Poonam Pandey and her family has said that earlier this morning they got a call from Poonam Pandey's sister sharing the news of her demise. Poonam's sister informed them that she had been diagnosed with cervical cancer. After that, the post was published on Poonam Pandey's official verified Instagram page. The source tried to contact Poonam's sister, but her phone has since been unreachable. Not just that, her other family members are also not reachable at this time. Our reporters tried to get in touch with 2 to 3 members of Poonam's family and her team as well, and surprisingly, everyone's phone is either switched off or unreachable. We don't want to jump to any conclusions, but when a celebrity, when someone of great popularity and prominence dies, there's usually a funeral, there's usually information from a hospital. One has certain facts that one can work with while reporting a story. But with Poonam Pandey, and that's the reason we're putting the spotlight on the story, viewer, apart from that Instagram post, there is no other information about Poonam Pandey's situation, condition, the veracity of this Instagram post claiming that Poonam Pandey has died. Absolutely nothing else has come forward. I'm joined live now by Anita Brito, with us live from Mumbai. Anita, nothing at all apart from Poonam Pandey's Instagram post to suggest that she has died. Her entire family has reportedly gone off the grid right now. What are you hearing? In this internet age where it's very difficult to go off the grid, and get any kind of privacy, and Poonam is someone who lived very much in the public gaze. What are you hearing?
Exactly. Everyone is clueless of what has happened with Poonam Pandey or to her. We have been speaking to a lot of her close friends. We've tried to speak to her family members. Like you said, we are not able to reach out to the family members. But yes, we have spoken to some friends of hers who have been very close to her. And this news has come as a shocking for them too, because none of them knew that she was battling cervical cancer. Secondly, they were not aware. It was through her Instagram post that they were made aware of her sudden demise. So everyone is clueless. Everyone has this question: what has happened to Poonam Pandey, and where is she right now? If she has actually asked for her post and asked for her manager and her PR team,
yes.
If she has passed away, what is when, where? We have no idea. Where? Yes, we know it happened in Kanpur, but even reporters in Kanpur is not able to reach out to her family members out there to find out much more details about her demise. So there's a big question mark here. Like you said,
yes,
we are just saying it. We are not sure what is happening unless we get a final confirmation from her family members. What has happened to Poonam Pandey? 4 days back, like you said, we have seen her post on Instagram. She was attending an event in Goa.
Yes.
That is the last post that we have seen. That's the last video of Poonam Pandey. We went to residents even now, and the watchmen over there, even they have been saying that they have not seen her for a couple of days. So they are also not aware of her coming to this Bombay house of hers. So everyone has this question where what has happened to Poonam Pandey, and if at all what the post says is true, and it's very sad right now.
Okay, and just 3 weeks ago, and Tushar Joshi, our entertainment editor, is also live with me. He's been reporting on this, this bizarre story. In fact, Poonam Pandey was on my show here on 5 Live just 3 weeks ago during the whole Maldives episode. Poonam had been with me, live here on India Today just 3 weeks ago. I'll play out a clip from that in just a moment from now. But the big questions that are raised right now, I want to articulate them before I go to Tushar. Many on the internet are speculating if this is a campaign for World Cancer Day, which is on the 4th of February. In fact, all of January was also Cervical Cancer Day. Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister, mentioned the vaccine, free vaccine for cervical cancer in the budget speech yesterday. So could this be some kind of a publicity stunt? If Poonam was battling cervical cancer, where was she undergoing this treatment? Nobody in her close inner circle seems to know. Why has there been no official word from her family, who now appear to have gone off the grid or are unreachable? Why is there no information about her final rites? For a big celebrity like Poonam Pandey, by now there would be information about where her cremation or her final rites were going to be, which hospital she lost her life in, information about her death certificate. None of this has come up, and making this even worse is the fact that nobody from her team or her family are even reachable. Tushar Joshi is with me. Tushar, what are you making of this, Tushar? This is bizarre. Like I was saying to Anita, Poonam Pandey lived online. She lived on the internet. There was nothing private about her life. She was completely out in the open, and now she's just disappeared after this mysterious statement saying she's died.
You ask such valid questions, and these are questions that are on everybody's mind. Not just on the media's mind, but these are questions that are on everybody's mind. People who are her friends, people who have worked with her in reality shows, people who are from the industry, or even common people who are scrolling the feed on Instagram, Twitter, and reading this. So a very simple question: that how has the family not yet spoken? Why is everything coming through the PR route and the line? And the PR route and line has also shut down completely. We have no idea as to what the latest update is. There are so many conspiracy theories that are doing the rounds within the industry. I spoke to a few actors on the basis of anonymity, and one of them told me that Poonam was in fact spotted in her gym doing Pilates a week ago. And if it is something like cervical cancer, and no illness should be taken, lightly or toyed around with, then it's a matter of grave concern if at all this leads to a speculation that it's a publicity. Whether it should be an awareness about cancer or it could be a marketing.
Tushar, I'm just going to try and correct that audio with you in just a moment. We can barely hear you. There's a little bit of a disturbance in that audio. I'm going to connect with, let's get Tushar on the phone so we can hear him a little bit better than that. Meanwhile, I want to go to Simar Chawla, who's my colleague, who's with me live from Kanpur. And Kanpur is Poonam Pandey's hometown. That's where her PR manager says she passed away, but there is no information about which hospital, etc. Simar, what can you share with us? Our team in Kanpur went to, the big hospitals of Kanpur. They even found people called Poonam Pandey there, but they are both alive and they are not this Poonam Pandey. What's going on?
Well, ever since this news broke down, we had a word with the police commissioner of Kanpur, and also we had certain officials from the LIU, local intelligence unit. They were on the job. In fact, all the media were having the query from the local police administration that whether they have any of the news regarding Poonam Pandey, because as per the PR team, the hometown of the Poonam Pandey is Kanpur. In fact, but we had a word with the local journalists also who have been working here in Kanpur since long. They also don't have any idea that whether Poonam Pandey was from here or not. But we searched in the Google. It says that her hometown is Kanpur. Even the PR team also shared that her location is in Kanpur. But we had a word with the police commissioner. We had a word with the LIU, and also we had a word with several big hospitals, which can accommodate the treatment of a cancer that was, allegedly Poonam Pandey was suffering. But no word was, there regarding Poonam Pandey's update. In fact, her whereabouts, several official, in fact, after the media, did the query, they also tried to contact or to have any information regarding Poonam Pandey. But it's been 7 to 8 hours since this news came out, and we have been trying hard to locate her family, but there has been no news as of now. Also, we tried to have a word with the PR team of Poonam Pandey, and also we specifically asked the location that, as you have shared it with some of the channels, that the location is in Kanpur. But the response was that I don't have, any credible information. But yes, she is in UP. In fact, one of the member of the PR team went ahead and said that the last rites will be done in Kanpur in the evening. But all of the news turns out to be very shady and not trustworthy. But if we talk about the local administration and the local intelligence inputs that the city has, that is the LIU, they were also at the job regarding the information. But as of now, no information from the big hospitals, no information from the police, no word from the family regarding the whereabouts and also the location of the house. So it all seems shady. We had a word with some of the people who said that she once lives in Gorakhpur. She also, had some of the time spent in the Prayagraj, and some of the time was also spent outside UP. So, it's just in the air, and we don't have any specific information about, her whereabouts. And specifically talking about the last rites and the death of Poonam Pandey, no trustworthy or no credible information regarding that.
This is incredible. I mean, in an age of this kind, to have no information, the police has no clue. There are no hospitals that contain any information about any of this. Even her inner circle appears to be completely clueless about this. This is quite disturbing, and one can only hope that this is some misguided, terrible hoax, even if it is for publicity. I want to bring Tushar back in. Tushar, Poonam Pandey has been known to be a person, to do controversial things online for publicity. She is a social media influencer, not judging her for that. But if this was a stunt, this would be taking it many, many steps forward from what she has done in the past. The fact that she is unreachable, her team is unreachable, is something that really surprises all of us. Who was she close to? Who were her friends? What are they saying, Tushar?
Shiv, I spoke to a few people who are very close to her, who have worked with her on reality shows, who have done ads with her, and they're all echoing the same thoughts that you're just putting down right now. They all are clueless about this. They all are saying this is absolutely bizarre. It has never happened before that the entire family has gone MIA. They are missing. We have not heard from the sister, from any of the, her parents or anybody else close to her. A friend on anonymity told me that in fact she had lent her trainer to Poonam a week ago, and she was spotted in the gym doing Pilates. And if at all it's a case of cervical cancer, or for that matter, no illness should be taken lightly, then it's a cause of grave concern that if at all this is an attempt to seek publicity or create some kind of a stunt on social media, it obviously is a cause of concern and worry. And everybody who I've spoken to in her inner circle were not wanting to come on record and say anything, for the simple fact that they are like, we don't even know if it's true. We don't even know because we haven't seen anything. We haven't heard from the authorities. We haven't heard anything from the family directly. The only people who have been in touch with the media throughout the day, since morning, the news that has broken out, have been the PR, the management agency who handles her. So it obviously, all the fingers, it's a cause of worry, and we hope and pray that this news perhaps is not true. But it seems that for now, since there is nothing that has come out on record in public, it looks like it could be a case of trying to create some publicity.
Right at the start, I'd like to say I hope it's a hoax. I do pray it's a hoax. But if it's a hoax, there are going to be many, many questions to answer. But those will be of a different kind. Right now, the hope from millions of Poonam Pandey's fans will be that she is okay, and this is just someone who came up with a terrible idea for a gimmick of this kind, especially on a serious issue like cervical cancer. Something that this has put a spotlight on, but the mystery around the claimed death of Poonam Pandey has in some ways diverted attention away from the serious issue of cervical cancer. In fact, right here on India Today, my coverage of this story was going to be many stories about cervical cancer, which you will actually see, but we needed to foreground these questions as well, and then we will tell you about what the cervical cancer significance really is, since it figures in that statement. India Today's Hesha Chima also spoke to Poonam Pandey's manager, Adil Durrani, the only person from her team who has spoken so far. Listen very carefully to what he says.
Adil, unfortunately, as you must have heard, that we lost Poonam Pandey to cervical cancer. Are you aware of the same?
Yes, I just got up now 15-20 minutes back because I was busy doing something yesterday and it was so shocking for me. And I also happened to message my PR and they are also like, yes, because I have to confirm that also, right? Because
Correct.
sources will be not very strong. And I've really met her 4-5 times in award shows and in places. She was very jolly and a nice person.
Yeah, I know it's
Very humble in nature. She was a very nice person, and cervical cancer is a very rare cancer which happens. And I'm really strange and really shocked to hear this. I'm so sad.
You know, Adil, as you rightly said that, Poonam is such a jolly person and otherwise also she's always seen very happy.
Absolutely.
Aware at any given point that she was battling something so difficult.
Yeah. And she, I'm telling you, she never told this to anybody.
That is what I'm asking. Did you ever know? क्या एक भी बार उन्होंने आपको?
No, never. Recently, not even 2 days back, she got her media spotting and everything. Media was spotting her. And she was so jolly and so nice. See, to a person having such disease inside her and being so entertaining in front of people is so difficult.
Correct.
It is so difficult. I really, what do I tell? What she might have been going in her life. Imagine she's going to doctors, she's getting things done, and yet she's entertaining people also.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving fruits and a lot of things is very difficult. It's very, very difficult. People will never come out of the house also because they want to get themselves fixed.
Yeah.
And cancer is a very big thing. Everybody knows. That's the last thing anybody would expect. And anybody will curse to their enemies also.
Do you remember the last time you and Poonam must have met or spoken?
Yeah, we met. We met in an event in Sahara Star.
Okay.
And we spoke because I got an award and she was also one awardee there. After that, she congratulated me. We spoke for 5-7 minutes in the award. She's a very nice person. That was the last time I met and spoke to her.
More updates about that story right here on India Today. We're keeping a track. Our entertainment and crime reporters are keeping a close watch on this story. And all updates you'll hear first here on India Today. Taking a very quick break. On the other side, the big political tucker. The Trinamool chief, Mamata Banerjee, has taken her gloves off in her most ferocious attack on Rahul Gandhi. Is this the end of the India alliance? Could things get worse? The big story with Preeti next.
Paytm Payments Bank has run into trouble with the RBI putting some big restrictions on them. How does it really affect customers? Today, India itself is so reliant on UPI payment system. So this comes as a big blow. What is the impact really? I have with me Som Datta of Asidis Global Inc. She's a CEO and founder, has been in the business, understands the UPI payment system quite well. Som, give us your take on what this does to consumers. Are we really impacted? We're so dependent on a platform like that. What happens next?
Nabila, thank you so much for having me on the show and talking about such an important topic, which is kind of impacting the end consumers today. Let me give you some perspective. So what has exactly happened with the Paytm Payments Bank? Now, Paytm Payments Bank over time have been receiving a lot of deposits. Therefore, they are supposed to comply with certain sections of the RBI mandate, which they have faulted on for the last 1 year. If you see, RBI sent them a notice in 2022, and they then started doing their external audits and their compliance checks, and Paytm has faltered in that. There are several payment gateways, as you know today. You have Google Pay, which is what I use judiciously because it works very, very globally. There are PayUs and much more. But what Paytm has faltered on is when you you receive the end consumer's money, there are several compliances and governance things that you have to be very, very particular about, and that is what they've not complied with. Now, there are two parts to the story. First, for the end consumer, I don't think there is anything to worry. What Paytm is trying to do now is to mitigate the process and tie up with institutional bankers to basically do the UPI transfers like Google Pay does right now, right? Because they also are not receiving the funds, they're just gateway. But from the consumers who have invested in Paytm, have believed in the future of the payment industry of India, for them it's a blow. So what it actually gives us as a perspective is, while the fintech revolution in India has happened, while the UPI revolution in India has happened, there's several compliance and regulatory checks and balances that still needs to be ticked off for us to stay in that big league and become the fintech hub that we want to propose to. So I think from the end consumers, this is just a short period of turmoil, but it will soon kind of mitigate. But there are many options. Go to a Google Pay or PayU. They're very quick in terms of their payment solutions, all integrated with UPI. But from an overall fintech perspective, I think it's a lesson that is learned, and I'm sure Paytm is taking the necessary steps to mitigate this challenge.
Resonant chants. Puja and Aarti unfold amidst tight security measures. In the aftermath of court directives, sacred Hindu ceremonies unfolded at Gyanvapi, a pathway leading to the Tehkhana. The cellar where the majestic Nandi sits before the Vishwanath temple has been unveiled. Idols discovered during the Gyanvapi survey are offered prayers.
वो जो बंद तहखाना था उसको खोलकर और उसमें जो भी विग्रह हो उनको पूजा पाठ करने का निर्देश दिया गया है.
The ASI survey has cast revealing lights on the sanctity of Gyanvapi's southern cellars. Among the 55 stone sculptures identified, one theologically significant Vishnu sculpture stands complete. 8 Shivalings, 2 Vishnu idols and 2 Hanuman idols grace a single Tehkhana. An early medieval sandstone Vishnu sculpture adds to the historical tapestry. Various remnants of sacred Hindu iconography meticulously documented in the ASI findings.
भगवान की 5 आरती है, सुबह की मंगला आरती, दोपहर की भोग आरती, शाम की सप्तऋषि आरती, रात की श्रृंगार आरती और शयन आरती. जो भगवान विश्वनाथ का विधान है वही विधान यहाँ पर होगा.
The Gyanvapi cellars aglow with the radiance of clay lamps, the splendor rekindled after a lapse of 31 years. Bureau Report, India Today.
हमारी पार्टी ने 2022 के चुनाव में संकल्प लिया था कि नई सरकार के गठन होने पर हम उत्तराखंड के अंदर यूसीसी लागू करेंगे और उसके लिए कमेटी बनाएंगे ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए. और हमने वो कमेटी बना दी. कमेटी ने मई 2022 से काम करना शुरू किया और आज 2 फरवरी 2024 को उन्होंने अपना ड्राफ्ट हमको दे दिया. आज हमको लगभग 740 पेज जिसमें कि 4 वॉल्यूम में ये रिपोर्ट दी है। इस रिपोर्ट को हम आज हमें मिली है। इसको हमारा जो विधि डिपार्टमेंट है, संसदीय कार्य विभाग है, सभी विभाग उसको देखेंगे। अभी हम इस पर चर्चा करेंगे, परीक्षण करवाएंगे और आगे की कार्रवाई। विधानसभा का सत्र हमने इसी के निमित्त ये विशेष सत्र आहूत किया गया है। 5 तारीख से विधानसभा का फरवरी में इसी माह विधानसभा का सत्र आहूत है।
Presented by आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई-बाइक। Co-powered by पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी वडोदरा गुजरात। Co-powered by ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा।
Good evening, you're watching Mission 2024. I'm Preeti Chaudhary, and what's really gone down, viewers, in the last 2 hours is, which could be interpreted into a huge blow for the India alliance, because this time around, the TMC has not just attacked the Congress or say the state wing unit of the Congress in Bengal. The TMC, which is Mamata Banerjee in particular, has touched the holy grail where its ally Congress is concerned, directly taking not just a pot shot, but slamming Rahul Gandhi on multiple occasions. How the Congress will react, we'll only know, but we're going to get you the latest in terms of what Mamata Banerjee said. Before that, a quick look at the headlines. TMC versus Congress explodes. Mamata Banerjee mocks Rahul Gandhi meeting BD workers in Bengal, calls it photo opportunity. Challenges Congress to defeat BJP in Varanasi or at least win 40 of 300 seats. Aam Aadmi Party versus BJP.